Hello, it's me again. So I am trying to walk off some frustrations, and I'm coming to the conclusion that things that not that I felt like I shouldn't talk about, but I've been told just leave it alone, don't do nothing about it, and everything. Um, I don't think I can do that anymore. So I'm going to talk about something. I'm going to tell the truth about what happened last year with things. So let's get into it. So before we get into the video, I just wanted to do a little disclaimer. This is a very touchy subject for me, and like obviously, when you see into the video as to what it pertains to, uh, and I have trouble kind of talking about it because I don't want to point fingers or, do like you did this to me and la 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 or anything like that, because that's not really what it's about. Like, these things happen. They happen all the time and to like lots of different people, and it's this kind of I got to talk about it. At some point you just got to talk about it. You got to release it. So I'm hoping that by doing this, it maybe make me feel better. I'm not trying to make anybody else feel bad or anything like that. I'm just trying to do the things and stuff. So without any further ado, here's the video. This is fun, 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 so much fun. So last year I was running an open mic with a buddy of mine, and we were doing great. Everything was hunky dory fine. I go away one weekend to Algonquin, and I come back the following weekend, and I'm getting all these messages being like, "Hey, are you running open mic? Are you running open mic?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I I am. I'm sorry, I haven't put up the post yet." So I go and put up the post, and then my buddy messages me and says, "So we're not running the open mic." And I'm like, "Huh?" I'm like, nobody told me this. So I'm like, okay. So the booking guy ends up contacting me, because I'm just like, you know what? If they want to tell me, they can tell me, but don't have them tell you to tell me. Like, that's not very business-y. So guy calls me and it's like, okay, you're not running it. And I'm like, okay, cool, that's fine. May I ask why? Because, I've gotten nothing but stellar reviews from running this. So he's just like, well, one of our employees feels uncomfortable with you being there. I'm like, oh, is that so? So this employee and I were what I thought was dating. We were seeing each other, but he was also seeing a whole bunch of other people on the side as well. I didn't realize that that's kind of like what dating is now. So yeah, fun times. So in amongst one of our dates that we went on, he had mentioned that he wanted to have a garden, and he had no time because he was always working or sleeping. So I'm like, okay, well, I figured, you know what, I've got lots of time. I'll go and get some flowers and some herbs and stuff, and I'll plant you a garden. Well, he ended up being outside having a smoke at his place when I pulled up. So we both did the garden thing, and he uh he was very grateful, very appreciative. I drove him to work, and yeah, it was hunky dory after that. Well, I don't know if it was the following week or when about this happened, but I saw him at the bar the one night, and he had been telling me like constantly that he wants to hang out, he wants to do music stuff. He has no time. He's been working a lot, very busy, and sleeping. That's all he's been able to do. And I'm like, that's fine. So see him at this bar, and I'm like, okay, well, you're out and about. Let's hang out. So go up and hang out. He goes to get another drink, and never comes back. So I got ditched at a bar. So then this Sunday was my turn to host. So I was there. He ends up coming there with what appeared to be a date. And I found out later on that it wasn't. But again, appearances and blusters. But so I'm like fuming. So I thought I'd go and try and see, like, what what happened. So I go up and I'm like, like, what's going on? Like, oh, nothing. And I'm just like, what happened there Thursday? Like, you just kind of left. And he's just like, well, I was just hanging out with my friends. And I'm just like, am I not even a friend now? And he's like, I don't know what you want from me. I don't know what you want from me. And I'm like, you know what? Absolutely nothing. And I went back in because, I have a job to do. So I start talking to one of the bartenders. There's nobody there to do the open mic. Like, it's just me right now, just waiting for people to show up. So I talk a little bit to another bartender there, and I'm like, you know what? I can't be doing this right now. I'm gonna start running my mouth because I'm frustrated, and that's not good to be doing while I'm supposed to be doing a job. So I'm just gonna go up and play. I ended up playing for like an hour and a bit before anybody ended up showing up. I got all of my angsty songs out and everything like that, but that's yeah. So then go away, all that stuff happens. He told people that I was stalking him. He said I bought flowers and planted them in his garden, which he was in attendance for. And then he went to my place of employment at Kawartha Downs to tell people there that I was stalking him and doing all of this stuff that I clearly didn't do, because after that, I stopped talking to him. Cut off completely, null and void, like done. So everybody told me that, don't worry about it, don't do anything about it. They still, frequent the place and everything like that. Cool. Couple months go by, I find out that he no longer works there, so I go back after much deliberation and conquering like a lot of anxieties, and everything was fine. Ended up doing a couple of mics there. I did a show with a few friends. Like, things were great. Go in there one Tuesday night after skating because I noticed another girl playing there that I've never actually met, and I've heard wonderful things about her. So I wanted to listen to her and introduce myself. So I'm in there not even a minute. And I'm talking to another bartender, and the other bartender comes up and she's just like, I'm sorry, Samara, you can't be here. And I'm like, what? Oh, yeah, manager says you're not allowed. Okay. And I left. So again, now I'm going around once again telling everybody, like, banned from the bar again. They're like, what the freak? Like, what did you, like, I didn't do anything. I didn't do anything. And this is the frustrating part, is that I keep getting like punished in a sense for the other thing that I'm like frustrated with is like my friends keep going there knowing what has been done to me, and I'm like, it shouldn't. I don't care, because like a lot of that's like that's their livelihoods. Like, they need to make money, and if they can get money from the place that screwed me, like, why not? But at the same time, like, nobody says anything, nobody does anything, nobody. And what am I to do? So like that's kind of the frustrating part. And like I don't know what to do about it, and it's upsetting. And like I keep trying to move past it, but like I get left out when everybody wants to go there because I can't go there, and nobody's willing to go somewhere else or do something else. Like, they go there. So I'm like, I don't know. Anyways, that's what happened last year. That's what I've been dealing with, amongst other things that just keep freaking popping up. And I am left to this, walking around trying to sort out what to do with myself amongst the chaos. So yeah, that's that story. Anyways, hope you guys have a fantastic day, week, month, whenever I see you or you see me again. And until then, be happy, guys. Bye.